Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating this loading screen for a mobile app in Figma. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with a frame. So I'm just going to click on F so I can see some of our presets. We're going to use the iPhone 16 and 17 Pro Max frame. So I'm just going to click on it so we can have a copy. Next up, I'm going to change the fill of this frame. So let's go over to fill and we're going to change the fill to 003C 8D. Okay, so next up is going to be an ellipse. So I'm just going to click on O and I'm just going to click so we can have here. I'm going to change the dimensions to 140 by 140. And I'm just going to get closer. Next, where it says arc, I'm going to drag it and now we're going to have this option for arc here. So I'm going to change this sweep to minus 0 minus 6.25 and we are going to change this ratio to 85%. So we're going to have this and I'm just going to all right, now want to change, let's change the color. So over at fill, I'm going to come over to fill. We're going to change this to F9F300. All right. Now I'm going to, let me just get closer. I'm going to, while we're selected on this little segment, Control D to duplicate. So now we have to, I'm going to hold Shift down and then rotate. So that's, okay, maybe I don't need to hold Shift. So I'm just going to rotate it so that I can have these two angles or these two slices just kind of overlap each other. Let me get closer. So I think it will be, let's do minus 22.65 now. Let's do minus 22 because I want it to be completely close. That didn't work either. It's minus 22 points. All right, so the right angle is minus 22.5. So set the second ellipse to minus 22.5. Select the second one, not ellipse 1. Select ellipse 2, Control D, and I'm going to, this time it's going to be minus 45. And I'm going to Control D, and then Figma is going to start kind of making the duplication. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Control D, so we have a complete circle that is in segments. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. So the first one was at 0 degrees. Duplicate it. Set the second one to minus 22.5. Control D again. Duplicate the second one. If it doesn't work, duplicate the third one or change the angle to minus 45 degrees and then duplicate. So what Figma will do is start trying to mimic the same angle and then you're going to have a circle that looks like this. I'm going to zoom out and yeah, we're going to have this. Let's add a text next. So I'm going to click on T so we can insert a text box and I'm going to type now loading. And I'm going to change the font to IBM Plex Sans. The size is 36. And the line height is going to be 44. I'm going to align this to the vertical and horizontal center. I'm going to select all of these and I'm just going to bring it down and I just want to sort of move it around. So we have the, all right, we can see this edge, this bottom edge of this circle. Well, all of them, I selected all of them. It's touching the top of our, let's see, text box. Let me make sure, oops, let me make sure I grab everything. I just want to make sure. So it's on the top and it's also aligned to the center. That's what we want. Now, what we're going to do next, we're going to start the um, the colored segments. So let's start with this one. So for me, it's ellipse 14. So the one that is going to be essentially on this side like this. So just at where you have the center, you just want one at the on the right, the first one on the right. Select that one, change the fill to FE4E74. And we're going to have our first segment. Now I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to duplicate this entire loading screen. And what we're going to do next is I'm going to select this. I want to copy the fill, come over to the next one, and then under fill, paste the color, go back to the previous one, and under fill, I'm going to use the color picker so that I can select the color. So the color for this one is F9F300. So I'm just going to click on that and change the fill. Now we're going to repeat this process over and over again till we're done with all of our segments. So I'm going to duplicate this. Again, come here. Since I already have the color for this one on my clipboard, I'm just going to select the next segment, fill it, select the previous one, and then let's use the color picker, and I'm going to change the color of the previous one. I'm just going to do this one more time, then I'm going to stop recording and you can do the rest. So select the next one. I already have the color in my clipboard. Paste, select the previous one, go over to fill, use the eyedropper tool or color picker, whatever it is, and just select the other segments of this circle and then change it. So I'm going to stop recording and then I'm going to do it. You're going to do that till you get to this one. So it's going to take a bit. So yeah, I'm going to stop recording and then I'm going to come back. All right, I've done creating all of my loading screens. So you're going to have a total of 16 of these frames. But anyway, I'm done with it. Hopefully you got it right. And now we can proceed to the next step. I'm going to select all of these frames, go over to this, and then we're going to create a component set. Go over to prototype, and I'm going to get closer, select the first one, connect to the next, and I'm going to change the trigger to after delay. Delay is 1 millisecond. We're going to leave action and property as it is. Action animation is going to be smart animate. The easing is going to be quick, and duration is going to be 200, like that. I'm going to do the same for the next one, and then you can do the rest yourself. I'm going to stop recording so that you don't have to see me. It's going to get repetitive. So I'm going to select the trigger. Trigger is after delay. Delay is 1 millisecond. All other settings remain the same. Animation easing is going to be quick, and then duration is 200. So all you need to do is connect each one of them, and then when you are done, connect the last one back to the first. But anyway, I'm going to do it. I'm going to leave the last one. When I come back, I'm going to do the last one just in case you get confused. But anyway, just connect all of this from left to right in with the same settings I just showed you. All right, I've gone ahead and connected all of this. I'm just going to connect the last one to back to the first. So I'm just going to connect this just in case it's confusing. Connect the last frame back to the first. And of course, trigger is going to be after delay, and delay is going to be 1 millisecond. And yeah, that's it. Let's now create a frame. So I'm just going to click on F so I can pick one of the presets. We're going to use the same one we used before, iPhone 16 and 17 Pro Max. Select that, and I'm just going to, let me go back to design. Bring it here, and then I'm going to grab a copy of this using Alt, and then I'm going to drag it into this frame. I just want to make sure it's well aligned. And yeah, that's it. Let's now in the prototype tab, select the appropriate device. So either iPhone 16 or 17 Pro Max, that will do. Just select the device for the frame you're using. Now I'm going to go ahead and run the prototype, and we can see our animation in action. All right, so this is what our loading screen looks like. If you want to change the settings, if you feel like it's too quick or it's too slow, you can go ahead and change that. You can also change the colors. Maybe for the color, the yellow color, you can gray it out, or other things, maybe change the sweep and things like that. But anyway, that's it for this particular tutorial. If you want to watch other tutorials for UI UX design in Figma, you can go ahead and check out the description box below for longer videos and courses that are available on my channel. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.